In this video, I'm going to tell you how to stand up to your friends when you got a problem where your friend is kind of bullying you or basically telling you what to do. For you guys out there that are in this situation, it's a common situation. You usually have one friend that kind of assumes that sort of alpha position over you, and it's sometimes hard to get out of that. It's sometimes hard to stand up for yourself, and you don't want to be an asshole, you don't want to be a jerk, you don't want to seem like your butt hurt. How do you deal with this? How do you handle this? I'm Sonmez from BulldogMindset.com. On this channel, I teach you everything that you need to know to build a business online, to build wealth, get financial freedom. If that sounds like something that you want to build the kind of lifestyle that lets you live a life of freedom, click that subscribe button down below, become a Bulldog, and join me as we work together on achieving the things that we want to in life. And so I got this email from Rahul, and he says, "Hi John, love your videos and the work you do to improve and help us being better men. Good. Keep doing the great work. Sure. So not sure if you made a video already on this topic, but I basically have trouble standing up to my close friends. I have a friend with whom I go to the gym. When we started going to the gym together, he kind of taught me everything I have to do because I had almost no experience in the gym. Well, 2 months in, he wanted to go on the evening a couple of times. This wasn't a good time for me, but I agreed to it. Well, now basically the situation is that every time I'm trying to tell him that let's go earlier, he says that he can't go, whatever time other than his preferred time I propose, and I'm forced to go when he wants. He doesn't have a car. I have one, and we go to the gym in my car. The worst thing is that I just heard that he said to my other friends that he decides my schedules. I just stopped going with him immediately, but he's offering me value by teaching me everything he knows about the gym, and in return he gets a ride in my car. What do you think I should do? Should I just tell him that I can't go with him anymore, or do you have any other solution to my problem? Sorry if this got a bit of a ramble, but appreciate your feedback." So the highest and most important principle here, okay, because we want to abandon ego, we want to abandon the pride, we don't really care about positioning overall, right, when it comes to our personal development and our growth as a person. Positioning is important, okay? It's important to command authority. It's important to be a man. It's important to do what you want in life, to not care what the fuck other people think, okay? And to step into and to take action and not be afraid to step on toes, not be afraid of the reactions, not be afraid of how people are going to perceive you or if you're going to hurt people's feelings. But the higher level principle, okay, that is beyond that, above that, okay, which is different. Remember that whole caricature of the macho man, the macho man, okay? The kind of chauvinist guy from the 1960s who's, his wife is at home, barefoot and praying in the kitchen, making him a sandwich, okay? That guy that typically no one really likes, and women kind of complain about when they hear about alpha males and they say, "Oh, you think that women are attracted to the macho guy." Okay, you don't want to be that guy. But the difference between that guy and the guy that I want you to become, the actual real self-actualized man, right? The modern day alpha, the real true alpha, right? If we were to say that, again, I don't like to use that terminology, but I use it because you guys can kind of understand what that means, okay? But the man that you're capable of being, the one that is actually attractive to men and women in the sense that men want to be like you and women want you. The difference between those two is the prioritization of the principles, okay? Because what's happened is the macho guy, okay? That sort of, quote, alpha male, he has prioritized above all things his macho-ness, his ego, his being alpha, him being the man, no one getting in his way and stepping on his toes, okay, and him just doing whatever the fuck that he wants. He's prioritized that positioning, the image, above everything else. That guy has personal growth and personal development as his top priority, right? To the things that can benefit him to grow him as a person and develop his character and develop him and get him what he wants out of life. It's a higher priority than the image of looking cool or being the man. This guy, right? He goes into a martial arts class and the instructor says, "Say sir." "Call me sir," call me sensei or master. And he's like, "Sensei, master." He bows down. He respects the man in his gym, in his location, okay? The macho guy says, "I'm not going to call you sir." Fuck. "Oh, sensei. I'm not going to call you sensei." And he gets kicked out and he doesn't grow and doesn't learn it. What do you want to get out of this interaction in this situation? You want to learn how to lift weights and to grow your muscles, okay? And to develop yourself physically, okay? The ego bullshit doesn't matter. Forget about the ego, okay? Forget about you have the car. Forget about the time. Forget about the idiot that he's saying to his friends that he controls their schedule. He can think whatever the fuck they want. They can think whatever the fuck that they want. But you want to get what you want to get out of it. If Warren Buffett is like, hey, dude, you're my little bitch. You're going to bring me coffee every day, and you're going to sleep in a tent in my yard. I'll be like, yeah, you're fucking billionaire. You have a ton of shit to teach me. I'll be your little bitch for a while. and this applies more than just this, right? This is just a great example. That's why I use this email, right? Is because a lot of you guys, like, you're learning some of the lessons that I'm teaching you. You're standing up. You're talking to chicks for the first time in your life. You're holding frame. You're being the man. But you fucking are fucking it up because you've made that, like, the image of it, the positioning more important. Okay? And what's happening is that people are seeing the leaks. Okay? They're seeing the holes in your game because there's big holes because you're not actually that guy. That's why I want you to avoid this pitfall and avoid this trap in a lot of areas in your life, guys, right? And this is just a good example here is if you're getting something out of this, right? You don't always have to have it on. You always have to be the man. You don't have to step up. Many times, in fact, just recently, I've gotten into encounters with guys, in different places where I've basically, like, disarmed the situation. I could totally mop the fucking floor with this guy. I could put him in his place. I could just rail him, okay? I could just pound his face into oblivion. But instead, I'll be like, hey, dude, man, what's up, man? And just give him a high five or a shake. Give him a fucking hug, right? Because there's no need. Because I'm here, I'm at that location for a specific, I'm not there to have my ego stroked. I'm not there to prove that I'm the fucking man. I know that I'm the fucking man. I don't need to. Now, if someone crosses the line, steps over, if they put me in a situation where I'm not going to be able to disarm the situation, then I will calmly deal with the situation. I don't need to show anything. I don't need to prove it. You got to have the compassion element of it as well, okay? And you got to understand their positioning, and you got to let people save face sometimes because it's going to be better in the long run for you and for your objectives and your goals. So his friend has taught him everything he needs, okay, to lift weights, to become strong. Okay, so if your friend is still teaching you, you still have a benefit from that situation. Not saying that you should just use your friends for the benefits that you get from them, but if it's still beneficial to you, then do what he wants, okay? If he wants to work out at a different time and you can do that, then it's fine, okay? Then do what he wants. If you want to, if the important thing to you is having him train you, then you're going to have to do what he wants, okay? I've been in this situation. I've been in both sides of the situation. I've got a friend that I train, okay? And he comes down and he visits me at my gym, and we work out at the time that I say, because I'm the guy who's training him. I'm the big dude that's training him. And also part of it is because that's the only thing that's acceptable to me, okay? Like, I'm going to do my workouts no matter what anyway. I'm going to get big. I'm going to get strong, okay? And I've got a limited time. I've got a lot of shit that I'm doing. And, although I like my friend, this is what I'm laying out. It's like, if you want to work out with me, here's when I'm working out. I'm working out from this time on these days at this location. You're welcome to join me. First, you have to do the thing that's optimized for you, to put the higher priority of your own self-development. But now, if you're like, you know what? Actually, don't really need this guy. It's great that he's helping me out, but he's kind of being a dick, and I don't like the fact that he's fucking bossing me around and thinking that, like, I'm just going to conform to his schedule. Okay, so again, at this point, there's no need to have any kind of bitterness about this. It's not a big fucking deal. You just decide what you want to do as a man. What do you want to do? Okay? And then you don't ask him, you don't beg with him, you don't plead with him, you don't bargain, you don't negotiate. Okay? You just say, look, okay, here's the deal, dude. Appreciate you helping me out and all things you show me. But you know what? With my schedule, this is when I'm going to work out. And so I'm going to do on these days or these times. If you want to try and figure out something that works for both of us, I'm cool with that. But otherwise, I enjoy the time. I enjoy working out with you. Whatever. We'll go grab a beer or something on the weekend. But this is what I'm going to do. Okay? And you have to say, this is what I'm going to do. In fact, I want you guys to practice this phrase because it's a really important phrase to say, right? A lot of you, you're afraid to lead, you're afraid to take charge, you're afraid to, like, take an action. You end everything that you do with a fucking question. Don't end with a question. Instead, just say, blah, 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 this is what I'm going to do, okay? Blah, 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 this is what we're going to do. Blah, 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 this is where we're going to go. This is where we're getting dinner. We're going to go do this now. Let's go do this now. These are statements, okay? Now, Someone doesn't have to agree with everything that you say, but you're really, really weak when you start asking questions all the time. We're like, hey, do you think that we could work out at this time? No, fuck you. Right? Like, let's work out at this time is at least better. But what's best in this situation is I am going to work out at this time. You're welcome to join me. I've got the car. You could do that, right? Again, same thing. Where do you guys want to go to eat dinner? Weak, pathetic. Let's go eat dinner here. Better? Okay, we're going to Pizza Hut right now. People don't have to agree with you. They don't have to, but at least you're taking action. At least you're the one who's taking charge and showing initiative. And if you get into the practice of this, okay, this will solve kind of the third problem that's embedded in here, which is that you're not standing up for yourself. You need to be able to stand up for yourself. And a lot of that just comes with facing rejection, right? Because every time that you make a statement, that you make a bold move, that you make a lead, you grab a girl's hand and you say, let's go. You do something like that, okay? You are putting yourself into the target area to be hit by the bullet of rejection. You got to take charge more times. You got to make statements, okay? Don't ask questions. Don't see if everyone's okay. Don't check in with everyone and check everyone's feelings, okay? I'm not saying don't have compassion. Again, I talked about that before, but you got to make bold statements, take bold actions, and face the fact that some people are not going to be okay with it. They're going to reject it. They're not going to want it, okay? And they're going to disagree with you. That's fine. It's fine. But at least you'll have done something. You'll have at least taken action. And at the end of the day, what do you do, guys? What do you do as a man at the end of the day? At the end of the day, you do what the fuck you want. Okay? You give people options. You tell people what you intend, what you plan. You listen and you hear. And if you can negotiate and come to an agreement, great. But at the end of the day, you make your decision and you do what the fuck you want. Okay? Now, your decision might be, like in this situation with this friend, your decision might be, hey, I want this guy to help me lift. So your decision might be, fuck. All right, fine. We're going to go, I will go on the evenings. Cool. All right, fine. It's worth it to me to have you help me lift. I will do it, right? And when you do it that way, you're not giving away any power. You're not being a little butthurt bitch or anything like that. You're just saying, okay, this is my decision. I'm making this decision, all right? Or maybe your decision is, look, that's cool, dude. But like I said before, I'm going to lift at these times, and you're welcome to join me, but that's what I'm going to do, all right? Cool. Again, cool. Fine. It's good, right? You're not being an ass. You're not being a dick. You're not trying to force someone else to do what you want to do. You're willing to do, the thing that you have decided that you're going to do in your life. Okay, and that's important, and that's powerful, and what you're going to find is a lot of people will join you. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button down below, become a fucking bulldog, change your life, click the like button if you like this video, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you've dealt with similar situations, if you would handle this differently. All right, guys, I'll talk to you next time. Take care.